Did you know that for centuries, tales of strange creatures have captivated our imaginations, blurring the line between myth and reality? One such entity, the Mothman, has haunted the Ohio River Valley and beyond, leaving an indelible mark on the American psyche. Is it a real creature, a figment of our collective imagination, or something even more unsettling? Join me as we delve into the chilling accounts, the eerie coincidences, and the enduring mystery that surrounds the legend of the Mothman. As the couples drove along a desolate stretch of road known as the TNT area, a place once bustling with activity during World War II, but now eerily silent and abandoned, they couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. The dense fog that enveloped the road only added to the sense of unease that hung in the air. Suddenly, their headlights illuminated a large grey creature standing in the shadows. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before, a figure that seemed to belong to another world entirely. The creature's most striking feature was its glowing red eyes that seemed to pierce through the darkness, cutting through the fog like two burning embers. These eyes were not just glowing, they seemed to hold a malevolent intelligence, a sense of purpose that sent shivers down the spines of those who saw them. This sight instilled an immediate sense of dread in the witnesses. It was as if the air around them had grown colder, heavier, filled with an unspoken threat. The couples could feel their hearts pounding in their chests, their breaths coming in short, panicked gasps. They described the creature as being about 6 or 7 feet tall, with enormous wings folded against its back. These wings, even when folded, gave the creature an imposing presence, hinting at the terrifying potential they held when unfurled. Terrified, the couples sped away, the creature's eyes seemingly following their every move. The road ahead seemed to stretch endlessly, each second feeling like an eternity as they tried to put as much distance as possible between themselves and the monstrous figure. As they fled, they noticed it began to follow them, keeping pace with their car despite its massive size. The creature's ability to move so swiftly and effortlessly was both astonishing and horrifying, as if it was toying with them, enjoying their fear. The couples, shaken and terrified, eventually made it back to town and reported their sighting to the local police. Their voices trembled as they recounted the night's events, their eyes wide with lingering fear. The police, initially skeptical, couldn't ignore the genuine terror in their voices. The creature, initially dubbed the Bird or the Big Bird, soon became known as the Mothman. This name, inspired by its moth-like wings and eerie appearance, quickly spread through the town, becoming a topic of hushed conversations and speculative whispers. The name Mothman captured the public's imagination and sent chills down their spines. Stories of the Mothman began to circulate, each more chilling than the last, painting a picture of a creature that was both fascinating and terrifying. Little did the residents of Point Pleasant know that their beloved bridge would soon become inextricably linked to the legend of the Mothman. The bridge, a symbol of connection and community, would soon be overshadowed by a dark and tragic event. On December 15, 1967, the Silver Bridge, which connected Point Pleasant to Gallipolis, Ohio, collapsed during rush hour traffic. The disaster claimed the lives of 46 people, plunging the town into a state of mourning and shock. The tragedy was compounded by the eerie sightings of the Mothman leading up to the collapse, leading many to believe that the creature was a harbinger of doom. The town of Point Pleasant was forever scarred by the disaster, and the legend of the Mothman became an indelible part of its history, a chilling reminder of the fragility of life and the mysteries that lurk in the shadows. Witnesses described the Mothman as a terrifying yet mesmerizing creature. Its massive size and wingspan, estimated by some to be over 10 feet, were enough to strike fear into the hearts of even the bravest individuals. The creature's most unsettling feature, however, was its glowing red eyes. They seemed to burn with an unnatural intensity, piercing the darkness and leaving those who met their gaze frozen in terror. Some witnesses claimed that the eyes had a hypnotic effect, drawing them in and filling them with a sense of dread. The Mothman's behavior was as perplexing as its appearance. It seemed to appear and disappear at will, often vanishing into thin air before witnesses' eyes. The sightings continued for over a year, culminating in the tragic collapse of the Silver Bridge on December 15, 1967. The Silver Bridge collapse sent shockwaves through the small town of Point Pleasant and the surrounding communities. For those who had witnessed the Mothman in the months leading up to the tragedy, the disaster was not merely a horrific accident. It was the fulfillment of a terrifying premonition. Was the creature a harbinger of doom, its appearance a warning of the impending catastrophe? In the aftermath of the tragedy, theories abounded about the cause of the bridge collapse and the possible connection to the Mothman sightings. Some believed the creature was responsible for weakening the bridge, perhaps by perching on its structure or interfering with its delicate balance. The official investigation into the Silver Bridge collapse concluded that the cause was a stress fracture in a single eye bar, a critical component of the bridge's suspension system. While the investigation ruled out any supernatural or unexplained causes for the collapse, the legend of the Mothman persisted, fueled by the eerie coincidence of its appearance in the months leading up to the tragedy. The legend of the Mothman spread like wildfire, fueled by media coverage and word-of-mouth accounts. People from all walks of life claimed to have encountered the creature, their stories ranging from the chilling to the bizarre. One particularly chilling account came from a young woman named Connie Carpenter, who claimed to have been driving home from work one night when she saw the Mothman standing in the middle of the road. As she slammed on her brakes, the creature spread its wings and flew towards her car, its glowing eyes fixated on her. Terrified, Connie ducked down in her seat, convinced that the creature was about to attack. When she finally looked up, the Mothman was gone. Another witness, a man named Woodrow Derenberger, claimed to have had multiple encounters with the Mothman, even communicating with it telepathically, receiving warnings about impending disasters. As the legend of the Mothman grew, so too did speculation about its true nature and origins. Theories ranged from the plausible to the outlandish, with some suggesting that the creature was an escaped experiment from a nearby government facility, while others believed it to be an extraterrestrial visitor or even a supernatural entity. Fueling the speculation were rumors of government involvement in the Mothman case. Some witnesses claimed to have seen men in black suits lurking near the sites of Mothman sightings, seemingly monitoring the situation. The alleged government cover-up only added to the intrigue surrounding the Mothman, leading some to believe that the authorities knew more about the creature than they were letting on. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the legend of the Mothman continues to capture the imaginations of people worldwide. Books, documentaries, and even a major motion picture have explored the mystery, keeping the story alive and inspiring countless theories and interpretations. Some believe that the Mothman is a cryptid, a creature whose existence has yet to be scientifically proven, while others see it as a manifestation of our collective anxieties and fears. One popular theory links the Mothman to the phenomenon of UFO sightings. Proponents of this theory point to the creature's unusual appearance, its ability to fly, and the reports of strange lights and objects in the sky around the time of the Mothman sightings. Whether the Mothman is a physical creature, a paranormal entity, or simply a product of our collective imagination, its legend continues to fascinate and terrify us. Over the years, numerous investigators, researchers, and amateur enthusiasts have flocked to Point Pleasant, hoping to uncover the truth behind the legend of the Mothman. Armed with cameras, recording equipment, and a healthy dose of skepticism, they scour the woods and back roads, hoping to catch a glimpse of the elusive creature or to find evidence that will finally prove its existence. One such investigator is Lauren Coleman, a cryptozoologist who has devoted years to studying the Mothman phenomenon. Coleman believes that the creature is a real animal, albeit one that is yet to be classified by science. Another prominent researcher is Jeff Wamsley, author of the book Mothman Behind the Red Eyes. Wamsley, a native of Point Pleasant, has spent years collecting eyewitness accounts and historical data related to the Mothman sightings. The legend of the Mothman continues to resonate with people today, not only as a chilling tale of the unknown, but also as a cautionary reminder of the fragility of life and the unpredictable nature of the world around us. The Silver Bridge collapse serves as a stark reminder that even the most solid structures can crumble and that tragedy can strike when we least expect it. Was the Mothman trying to tell us something, to warn us of the impending disaster? Or are we simply projecting meaning onto random events, seeking patterns and explanations in a chaotic world? Whether we choose to believe in the Mothman as a real creature, a paranormal entity, or simply a figment of our collective imagination, its legend serves as a powerful reminder of the mysteries that still exist in the world around us. The legend of the Mothman, like all enduring legends, has taken on a life of its own. Evolving and transforming with each retelling, it has become a part of popular culture, inspiring countless books, movies, and television shows. The town of Point Pleasant has even embraced its connection to the creature, hosting an annual Mothman festival that draws thousands of visitors each year. But beyond the realm of entertainment and tourism, The legend of the Mothman continues to hold a certain power. It speaks to our deepest fears, our fascination with the unknown, and our desire to make sense of a world that can often seem random and chaotic. The legend of the Mothman endures, a testament to the enduring power of mystery and the human need to believe in something beyond